You've probably seen the signs and TV commercials all around. We buy gold. Maybe you've even been tempted to try it out. The question is, how do you know if you're getting paid what you deserve? With the current economic demands on households, many people are looking to sell their precious metals and jewelry. Many respond to those TV or internet ads, and they're paid less than what their gold is really worth. To combat this practice and create an honest alternative, Martin Tanner started Gem State Gold and Silver.
I wanted to do something that kind of set me apart from the other people. And what that something was to have a machine that could accurately tell people exactly the content of their metals. And because if you know exactly how much is there, and you know how much you're being paid for what's there, there's no guesswork, there's no magic, there's no smoke and mirrors. It's simple mathematics.
Tanner says people lose money because their precious metal is not tested correctly. That can either be on purpose or through a lack of advanced equipment.
If you go to my competitors, they'll count 14 karat as only 55% gold, when in fact it's 58.3%. And in many cases it's 59, maybe even 60, depending when the piece was made. They don't have a way to determine gold content unless they have an X-ray spectrometer. All they can use is an acid test, which is kind of a range. It tells you whether it's really 14, a little less than 14, or 10.
The machine is a form of an X-ray fluorescent spectrometer, big fancy words, and although it's very expensive both to purchase and maintain, Tanner says he saw its value in the peace of mind it brought his customers. He says his is currently the only company in Idaho with this type of spectrometer and one of only 12 in the country.
We do the testing in front of people, plus our equipment is the best. Our scale is a $2,500 scale that can discriminate 1 in a million pieces. It's certified by the state. In fact, the state gentleman who calibrated it, or made sure it was calibrated last week, told me that my scale is better than his samples.
Customers can also use his equipment without committing to sell their gold.
We have a report for every test we do, and I store the report, so at any time people can get a copy. Another thing I use to build my credibility is that for $35, people can bring in 3 pieces of jewelry. I'll test it for them, give them the report, then they can be on their merry way. They now have the proof of what their metal is made of, and then they can go shop around and try to get a better price.
And the high-tech machinery can test the legitimacy of a jewelry item without ruining it, unlike acid tests or other commonly used methods.
How do you know your jewelry's real unless you have it tested? And then having it tested will destroy it in most cases, but not here. We can test this and tell you what it's made of without harming it at all. X-ray leaves no effect on your jewelry at all, none.